need to call the plumber? Do I have to call the plumber? Or how about those scary chemicals that have all those warnings on the back and you're like, I'm not bringing that into my house. Here's Flexisnake, and it's on sale, and you get 12 pieces in this drain clog remover tools. This should just come along with your house. They say you buy a house, an apartment, here, you need these. Normally they're $32.48. Now they're $26.98. Get them home, use your credit card, because $5.40 is not going to hurt much. They're less than $3 each for the hair clog removers. You're going to get 10 18-inch flex reusable wands and 2 snap-on handles, as you can see right here. They're even Halloween colors.
They are. I never thought of it that way, but you're right.
They are.
You're right.
Here are the 2 handles, and then all of these are reusable.
Yes.
This is such a genius idea. Christopher Joyce, you always bring us such good
you.
ideas. Thank you. You're saving us from having those scary chemicals, and now we can react, because as you see your drain getting slower and slower, you know, something's going on.
Exactly, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Exactly.
Like, it's going to happen. And
you're right.
Here's the secret. If you look at here, the molded hook and loop, that is what's grabbing onto the actual clog, which is created by the hair that gets trapped in the U-bend around the stopper. And then this 18-inch wand, you do not need to take apart the plumbing. You don't need to get on your hands and knees. You don't have to use these nasty chemicals.
You don't have to take that stopper thing out?
You do not need to take the stopper mechanism out. You simply put it in the up position like I have it here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put the drain clog tool, the drain weasel, in there, and you can see it getting to the hair.
Oh, yeah.
And then here's the secret sauce.
Okay.
You give it a little twist, all right, and you can see it grabbing onto that hair, and then you pull it through, and your job is done. And take a look at that. There's the mess, all right? There's the clog. This mess is created by the hair getting trapped in that U-bend, and then it gets matted with the shampoo and the conditioner and the toothpaste, and that's what causes the slow running drain, and then eventually the no running drain. And then, to your point, these are reusable. Even though you're getting 10 of those wands, you simply pull it off. You can see how well it connects
it really held on there.
Exactly. And then you reuse it over and over and over again.
The handles, you only get 2 handles, so the handles pop on and pop off?
They do. Yeah, it's really simple. You you just kind of use this little divot area here. All right, you disengage the handle. That allows it to come apart. To put it back, you just put it in that position so that it locks it into place. See, then it's locked in. And then you can turn it. And you know what's really interesting? Not that you want to take work away from plumbers. My brother's a plumber.
Oh gosh, they got plenty of other things they can fix in my house.
They have other things to do. And this is essentially, with the crank and the hook and loop, it's essentially the same system that they're going to use if you have a slow running drain.
They're professional snake.
Exactly right. And there you can kind of see how it grabs onto those hair and it doesn't let it go. If you can get rid of that clog, all right, which is easy
I feel like this is sort of maintenance. Like if you do this more often, and since it's not a big hassle, maybe you do it once a month. It depends on who lives in your house and, you know, how old and all that, et cetera, et cetera. You got the whole idea. But once you got it up and running, now the water will run down and you save the call to the plumber.
Right. Now understand, when you first pull this out, it is kind of disgusting because it's matted with the shampoo and the conditioner and the toothpaste.
I mean, this is the nice.
But you can get rid of it, and there's something, it's like ironing for me. It's very satisfying because you get the job done right away, instantly. There's something very satisfying about watching that drain actually function.
And did you see she went down the tub, she went down the sink, and it could be the kitchen sink, it could be the sink in the bathroom. You can even get down the shower. Think about that, all the stuff that goes down the shower. And instead of, because I think a lot of us grow up and our first response to this was, oh, you got to buy that bottle with the dangerous label on it.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, okay, this allows you to not call the plumber for this situation. The other thing, I don't like to use all these chemically based cleaners, because if you look on the back here, there's warning after warning after warning after warning. I'm trying to make my house greener, which means I'm trying to get rid of these chemicals, and this is an easy and elegant solution created by a father and son team in the Midwest that allows you to get into those pipes without taking them apart, without getting your hands and knees.
Without damaging them, without worrying, is this going to affect my septic? And you've got all of these. I mean, you can reuse them. You're getting 10. If you're really a nice person, you could share this with someone. But whether you live in an apartment or whether you live You know, in a home, it doesn't matter. We all have the shower, the sink. It could be the sink that we have here, for that matter.
And I was just showing you here. This was a really slender pipe. I was just showing you how super flexible this is. 'Cause
How
at the end,
it goes around.
Exactly, but the secret is it gets down into that drain.
Okay.
It's an 18-inch wand. Once it grabs onto that hair, then you give it a turn, and you can see it. The hair now, that clog is wrapping around, all right, that molded hook. You take it out, your job is done, and you have a free flowing drain once again.
Something so satisfying about that.
Exactly, there really is.
And we'll save your brother and use him for bigger
More
problems that we
important
have.
things.
That way he's not
Exactly
running
right.
out for things we could have figured out. So you are getting 10 of these.
Right.
These are reusable. There's no chemicals. You don't have to worry. You pop the handles on. You'll get 2 handles. So even if you wanted to split this with someone, if you have older kids that live, you know, separate from you, or your mom, dad, sister, whatever the case may be, you can do 5 and 5. But they're less than $3. No offense to your brother, but think about how much it costs just to call the plumber.
And you don't have to use this.
Yeah, and you can react to
Exactly.
it. All right, Christopher, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Always good to have you. You always find us good stuff. All right, so let me tell you where my ironing board is. You know where it is? It's in the garage.